Hey, what's going on YouTube? I'm going ahead and make a video on the Georgia versus Auburn game. I think that Georgia should come out with the win. I don't think they're going to beat them by 24 points. I heard that's what the spread is. And, you know, I'm not a betting man. I'm not betting a gambling choices game, so I really don't care how they win as long as they win. You know, they had a bad game last week. I think that, you know, it just, you know, they're going to have to, like, really... I hope that if anything they got out of that Alabama loss is they showed like, hey, this is what it's going to really take to win some games this year. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to have to come out way better in the first half of the rest of the year if they want to beat any of these top teams like Texas down the road, Ole Miss down the road. You know, they just going to have to play better. And, you know, with this game being a rivalry game, you never know how it's going to go. So I never look at really pay attention to the spread when it comes to this type of rivalry game, because you know how all rivalry games like you just never know what can happen. And I think that last week with Alabama, man, you know, they really didn't have their head in the game to me. Malachi Starks, I mean, he really just didn't have a good game to me. I know his draft stats done went down as well. You know, I figured he have a better game. He missed a lot of tackles. They made that freshman receiver look good. I don't think that freshman receiver is good as everybody trying to make him out to be. I think that Georgia just had him looking good, just out there doing goofy plays, you know. And I'm only speaking as a fan. I'm not a head coach, so I'm not sitting here talking like I'm a head coach and I know the game like the back of my hand. But just from what I saw on TV, man, you know, it just wasn't a good look. But I know they better than that, especially on defense, you know what I mean? I mean, right now, the only guy looking like they got some good draft stats is Dylan Bell and Jalen Walker. It might be even 93, the defensive tackle. But other than that, you know, everybody just looked kind of bad out there to me, you know? And Carson Beck, he's going to have to play better. That D-ball going to have to get better. And, you know, he's not, to me, he's just not the type of guy that we should rely on fully. We really got to get the run game going. I wish that Mike Bobo could have better run formations for ETN to run through. Right now, you know, as soon as he get the ball, he barely make it to the line of scrimmage before he got to juke somebody or break a tackle just to get yards. And that shouldn't be happening, you know. You know, I think Bobo's okay coordinator, but he just got to come up with better plays than what he's doing, man. And to me, you know, he's probably going to come next week with the same stuff and do the same thing and expecting different results. So I don't know, man. We'll see how it go. But, man, he's just going to have to make better calls to me. You know what I'm saying? I know, so you know, some people say it's not all his fault, and it's not all his fault. But at the same time, I think Bobo got to put players in better positions to make better plays or stuff like that, like, you know, all those crossing routes and those same plays and throwing it. Like, he just got to come up with something different. That's all I got to say. I'm not no coach, so I'm not going to speak on it too much. But Georgia should win this game, and you know, like I said, maybe they'll win by 10 points, maybe less. I don't know. It just depends on how they play in the first half. We'll see how they play. I think, if anything, I hope they got from that Alabama loss is that, you know, they're going to have to throw the ball downfield more and trust the receivers more. They keep saying the receivers not getting separation. I just don't think that. I just think that they're not calling the right plays at the right time for the receivers to show what they can do. You know, got to get more slants, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Just, you know, everything don't have to be behind the line of scrimmage all the time. And you know, it just, and of course you throw it in the middle of the field, but for me, what I noticed when they was throwing more slants, especially with those inexperienced corners, it was working to me, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's something they need to rely on as well, and just have a better run formation for the running back. You know, like I said, I feel like a running back shouldn't have to start juking or breaking tackles at least until they get 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. You know, ETN, as soon as he get the ball and get to the line of scrimmage, he got to juke or break tackles before he can even get to the second level. And, you know, that just goes to show, like, they got so many people in the box, and they got to start throwing the ball deep, man. And Carson Beck going to have to play way better than what he's playing right now. Carson Beck looking like a fifth rounder now. You know, he went from a first rounder to a fifth rounder at this point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he really looking bad out there. And, you know, I just hope this team can get better. I hope they come together and play good for the rest of the year. And see what happens, man. But, I mean, that's why I said I hope only good thing that came out the Alabama games, they see that now, okay, we got to play better in the first half. The coordinator got to come up with better plays. And we just got to stay consistent on, you know, on being balanced. You know what I'm saying? If they could be more consistent on being balanced, because some of those drives, when they were balanced, man, that worked out so much better. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just want to make a quick video. It's not too long. I need to make more videos. I ain't been consistent at all. I made one video and I made one for a whole month. This ain't the best YouTube setup. You know, I have to eventually get there one day, but you know, I'll be so busy. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I hope Georgia get the win. They should get the win, but I don't know. We'll see how it go. All right, take care.